Now, if you remember, this page over here is a simple counter example. Now, because the counter value itself is something that needs to change, the page has been implemented as a stateful widget. So how does the counter work? First of all, we define a counter over here of type int, and we give it an initial value of 10. Then we can see this increment counter method over here. If we scroll down, we can see that the increment counter method is called on the onPressed event callback of the floating action button that we had defined. So what happens when we tap on the button is that increment counter is called, and inside here there is this method call to setState, and inside here we increment our counter. Now, setState is where all the magic happens. So what happens when we call setState is that the Flutter SDK triggers a rebuild of the widget. So when we call setState, the build method is called again, and because the counter value has been updated, then our text widget, which is defined over here, updates its own value. And this is why we can see that the counter is updated on the screen. So setState is super important, and it is the most fundamental way that we have of updating state in Flutter. So to summarize, we have seen the difference between stateless and stateful widgets, and we have learned how we can use stateful widgets to define widgets that can update themselves by changing state. We have seen that inside a stateful widget state, we can define mutable state variables, and that we can use this to change the way that the widget UI is rendered, provided that we call setState so that the widget is rebuilt.